Hey guys, this is Matt with BleepinJeep.com. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, man, I really like those Bushwacker Fender flares, but they're so darn expensive. Well, guess what? I made those for about 10 bucks, and I'm going to show you how. But first, check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. It's got all the best off-road videos on the internet and the boring stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here, BleepinJeep.
Melon cookie! Cookie!
Okay guys, so let me show you what you'll need. You'll need some of these 5/16 inch by 1 inch bolts. You can get them in any color you want, but I wouldn't go any bigger than this. You can go a little smaller if you want. You'll need a measuring tape, a black Sharpie, some string will help, a cordless screwdriver with a 1/2 inch socket on it, a 9/32 drill bit, some tape, this elastic from the last video we did. This PVC pipe cutter will help, but it's not necessary. And you'll probably want some of this. This is a 1/2 inch heater hose. Alright, so here's my stock fender. I've decided I want 14 bolts along the entire fender. And to do that, I think the most important thing is to have a bolt here and here. You wouldn't want to have one like this or off-centered or something. So to make the measurements for that, I'll show you what I did. Alright, so if you haven't checked out my last video, you'll need to go check it out. It's called How to Evenly Space Spindles, Rails, and Holes. So what I did to make the measurement for these fenders is I took this string and I cut it exactly the length of the fender from end to end. Now, I know that I want 14 holes in the fender, so I've counted out 14 of these lines here. I'm just going to stretch it out all the way to the end of the string, and then I'm going to take my Sharpie and mark a line on the string everywhere there's a line on this stretchy cord. Alright, so now I've got this string with 14 evenly spaced marks on it. I can go ahead and lay it on my fender and drill the holes. But first I'm going to put down some masking tape. Alright, so this is where the string comes in. The most important thing for me is to have a bolt here and here so that it doesn't look funny. So I'm just going to take this string, lay it out, make sure that there's a mark on both those areas that I want, and then I'm going to tape the middle right here, and I'm going to go along and keep taping all the way across. Okay, now that I've taped my string up, I'm just going to go along and use my best judgment to mark the areas where I want the holes to be. And now I can go ahead and pull the string off. And in case you don't want to go through the effort, these are about 4 inches apart. Alright, so the next step is to take your drill bit. You'll want one that's just smaller than your bolt. This one happens to be 9/32, and you're just going to start drilling your holes. Use your best judgment to get this in the middle from the top to bottom, or you can place them wherever you want. Whether you want to go down here or up close to the top. If you do up close to the top, you'll need a short bolt though. Alright, I've got all the holes drilled. Now I can remove the tape. Now take a 1/2 inch socket, put it in your drill, and just use that to put your bolts in. Make sure you leave your bolts out just a little bit. I'll show you why in a second. Alright, I've got all the bolts in, and it kind of looks like Frankenstein. Alright, so I guess you could leave it like that, but what I like to do is take some heater hose and cut about 1/4 inch off of it. I'm going to cut 14 of those, and then I'm going to put them right over the end of the bolt. Once you get it on, you can screw it in or screw it out depending on how far you want the bolt to stick out.
Oh, cookie! Cookie!
Alright guys, so in less than an hour and for less than 10 bucks, we just gave this Jeep a rugged Bushwacker style fender. And the great thing about this is if you want to go with the real deal, you're going to have to take these off anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. It's got all the best off-road videos on YouTube, none of the boring stuff. And don't forget to subscribe right here to my channel, BleepinJeep. We'll see you next time.